Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. On offense, here is Athens. Now you're at 7. Pass to Osman. Off target with the 3. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Sends it home from three-point land.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Just over a minute and a half in. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. And there's the screen. From deep three-point range. Got a hand on it. And he recovers it. Shot clock at 5. And the three-pointer goes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Sinks it from distance.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Fires from deep. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Really left him alone that time.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Driving to the basket. They can't stop the run with that one. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Osman.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And he makes it on the layup. He's got 5.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Athens trails by 7. 59 seconds left now in the first quarter. Down low. And they're pushing it up for 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
From downtown, fires in the triple. 7 seconds left in the opening quarter. 4-3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. They're up 7, and the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Hey, here's none for 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And for Athens, puts up a 3. Buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Brown. Good on the shot. Brown's got his first points of the game. Launches it. Drills it from deep.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Booker for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Athens trails by 11. Booker defending. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Athens. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Out to the wing. Pass to Nunn. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3. He's got 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
From outside the arc, gets the 3 ball to go. Nunn's got 6 here in the quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Back to Brown. On Thursday, and then on Wednesday, This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Brown.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Three-pointer. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Defended by Brown. Here's the 3. The rebound by Nunn. Athens trails by 10. Stolen. Takes a 3. He can't get it to go. Brown finds Nunn. Here we go, one-on-one. He tries for 3. He drops it from range.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
There's 53 seconds left in the second. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nunn defends. Beyond the arc. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. There's 25 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Defended by Brown. And stolen by Brown. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 13. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously, first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our...
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the home team. Thanks for tuning in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Athens with it, trailing by 13. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Give him 8.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And for Athens, on target from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row. Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
First team foul.
Long range from the inbound. Hernan Gomez inside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Athens shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. So it's the home team now. The three. The rebound by Osman. Athens trails by 10. From the arc. Hits the trifecta.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Osman's got 5.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Misses the layup.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Off target from three-point range.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here. What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Drops in the 3. He's got 15.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's your 7. He's scoreless. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. The open J off the mark.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
This one for 3. The putback. To the left side wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Hernan Gomez inside. And the layup is good off the glass. Hernan Gomez has got his second bucket of the night.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
A minute 35 left in the third quarter here. Pure from three-point range.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Here's your 7. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Over to the left wing. And he jams it home with authority.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Your 7's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the 3 off target. Here we go, one-on-one. 26 seconds left to play in the third. The 3 counted from distance. 21 points in the game.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
The 3 ball knocks it down from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And for Athens.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. The three is up. They get it again. Pass to Booker. Booker with a screen on Brown. And there's the lob. And Booker with the jam.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And the basket by Brown.
Oh, I like their execution in the second half. They're keeping this game competitive.
Booker with a screen on Brown. The three is up. Nails it from three.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Athens trails by 11. Pass to Nunn. Fires the three. That one no good. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. They set the pick. From deep. Defended by Brown. Knocks down the long J.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Hey, here's Nunn for three. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Pass to Booker. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To the wing, right side. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Sinks the tray.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And it's Brown off the drive. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Jacks up a three. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Hey, here's Nunn for three. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Lets a three fly. It's hauled in by Athens. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And there's a pick. Hey, from beyond the arc. Booker no good. Athens trails by 14. Takes the three. And Booker pulls it down. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hey, expanding his range. The shot won't fall. On offense, here is Athens. Fires from deep. And he can't get that one. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And it's Booker again missing. Outside, Brown. Hey, here's Nunn for three. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. We're going the other way. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Nunn. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hernan Gomez out there with Medu. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. They set the pick. Giffey tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. From deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The 3. Rebound by Parker. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Down low. Over to the left wing. Clock at 4. They set the screen. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And they get it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Parker's shot is off.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Buries the long-range jumper. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. There's a screen. Here's Satoransky. Offline with his 3. Here's the break. Giffey gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
And the D really on its heels on that possession. Didn't know what to do.
Parker passes to Medu. Back to Parker. And here's the fast break. Giffey, Satoransky covering. Pass to De Silva. To the wing on the left. Fades away. The rebound by Medu. And here's the break. Jacks up a 3. The shot missing. Giffey, Hernan Gomez covering. Got that bucket in no time at all.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. It is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Satoransky from out on the wing, he knocks it down. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Hernan Gomez covering. 5 to shoot. Good on the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Satoransky. This one for 3. Goes back up. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Medu. Back to Parker. The 3 ball. No good. And they're on the break from past the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
There's the screen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Takes the 3. Rebound by Parker. To the left wing. Back to Satoransky. Sinks the 3-pointer. Satoransky's got 5 points so far.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
First Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Leading by 10. And we'll get things started in this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
They've got Fall, and it's Abrinas in at the 2. Bangs home the trifecta. Abrinas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. His three-pointers off the mark. Anderson outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. On Tuesday, then on Thursday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Lets it fly. Misses the chippy right there.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Abrinas' shot is off. Abrinas has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Poked away. Fast break. Here we go. Pass to Vesely. He's got a clear path. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Six on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Fires from deep. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA's 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect, that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, DA. Thank you.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He has 6.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. A three-pointer, no good.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
There's a good screen. Here's Laprovitola. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
1:31 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Abrinas. Cranes the three-pointer. Abrinas has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he's now made 3 three-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
The offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. Shoots the 3. The tray. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
54 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Laprovitola. Fires the 3. Pass to Abrinas. Here's Laprovitola. And the 3 off target. Here's the triple. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And those aren't the type of 3-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Abrinas. 9 points in the game so far. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Fall. And he dunks it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 12. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that. And moving on to some mid-season analysis. Let's check out the latest power rankings. And that about wraps it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They set the pick. Pass to Parker. Inside, Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Medu is out there with Parker. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the point. Got that one up quick. He has 6.
Now that's confidence right there. Passing up an easy 2 on the break and letting it fly from 3-point range.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Launches a 3. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right wing for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Satoransky, the pass to Medu. Hits it from 3-point range. Medu's got 8.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in the rhythm on the offense right now.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Connects from 3-point range.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Satoransky covering. 3-pointer. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Pulls up on the wing. No good that time.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Lucic covered by Parker. Giffey. And a miss there on the triple. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Stripped it away. And here comes the break. From downtown. Cans it from downtown. He's got 12.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Parker's shot is off. And here we go. Launches the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Satoransky looking around. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Stolen by Satoransky. Out in his own on the break. Drains the jumper to finish the break.
Satoransky.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Giffey. Buries it from three-point range.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Ring shot on the way, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
Knocks down the three ball. Da Silva's got 6.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Hernan Gomez a screen. For the three. Da Silva with the rebound. Da Silva's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Metu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. No good on the quick three. Anderson outside. Here's the three. The shot, no good. And here's the fast break. Booker outside. There's the three. The shot, no good. That one, no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 18. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They've got Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the 2. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Back to Booker. Lets it go with the 3. They get the rebound. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Vesely. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. There's the pick. Here's Abrinas. Off target from outside.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
The 3. The shot will not fall. Abrinas has gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. No good on the 3.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Releases. Great look there, but off target.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Takes a three. Out to the right wing. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Anderson right side. From the arc. The shot, no good. From outside the arc. Defended by Anderson. Rebound by Vesely. And they're running. Here's Abrinas. Up and in on the layup.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. Launches it. Vesely kicks to Anderson. Fires from deep. It's good from long range.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Launches it from deep. Rebound by Vesely.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
On the wing, Booker. Misses the three. Anderson outside. The three ball. Drops in the tray. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Provitola passes to Vesely. Here's Abrinas. And so they get the victory here at home. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of
For joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. There's a screen by Metu. Pass to Satoransky. Just 5 to shoot. Going inside. Uneasy 2 on the layup.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it will be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. Satoransky pulls it in. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Parker. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Parker, no good. On offense, here is Athens. Here he goes. Count the basket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Hits the three-pointer.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Drains the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. He's closely guarded. Here's Osman. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Parker. Launches a 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Athens trails by 3. Pass to Osman. To the paint. Launches it. And Metu pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Satoransky. Knocks down the triple.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
A minute 53 left to play in the first. Hernan Gomez in the high post. From downtown, pure from three-point range. Satoransky's got 6.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Give him 8. Satoransky outside. Here's Metu. That's tipped. Here's Osman. Yet to see a basket. Drops in the 3.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Athens foul call. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
It's Anderson on the wing. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one drops for him.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Osman on the wing. Lets it go. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it in.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
27 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a screen. The 3. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Can't tie it up. That one misses. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Up 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Out to the right wing. Here's Nunn. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Defended by Brown. No luck on that one. Outside Nunn. Nice jump shot. Nunn's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Anderson for 3. Nails it from 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Brown. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. They've come down in the rankings a little, landing in the 5th spot for now.
When I look at this visiting team, they're kind of a middle-of-the-road squad. Not bad, but haven't been able to make the leap into the upper echelon of teams.
Here's Brown. Up and in on the layup. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's the pick. It's Anderson on the wing. Fires for 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Anderson's got 8.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Brown. From deep. That shot off the mark. Defended by Brown. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The rebound by Nunn.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
The three. And Brown gets the three. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Nunn. Into the lane. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. From 20 feet. Here's Fall. Lays it up and banks it in.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Nunn. He's got 6. On the take.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
They set the pick to the inside. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
For 3. It's hauled in by Fall. And stolen by Nunn. In transition, here they come.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
They've done a lot of good things today, but one area they need to improve is their ball security.
Athens trails by 3.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Kick out to Brown. And he hits it to tie the game.
You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 2, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for being with us. First, fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, and that's it for halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Sadaransky passes to Metu.
Athens foul call. Chetty Osman. First personal foul. First team foul.
To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Willie Hernan Gomez does things the right way, this time executing in the screen and roll.
Willie Hernan Gomez is out there with Chimezi Metu. And it's Parker in at the 3, the small forward.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Recovered by Sadaransky. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 10 points for him.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Parker right side.
Ball is turned over. Athens ball.
On offense, here is Athens. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And Metu pulls it down.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
There's a screen by Metu. Here's Sadaransky. Fires in the triple. Sadaransky's got 9.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Clock at 6. Off the mark there with a 3. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Counted from distance.
They're not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Driving inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Metu. The 3 is up. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Athens trails by 4. From behind the arc. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Oh, the teardrop falls in. He's got 9.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Athens shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And there's the rejection. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. The home team on D.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Puts up a deep 3. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Four on the clock. No good on the quick 3. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's 7. Passes to Hernan Gomez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
A minute 6 left in the third quarter. The 3 ball. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
There's a screen by Metu. Inside, Parker. To halt the run. Connects from downtown. Metu's got 6.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Here's Osman. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And here's Brown. He's got 5. 16 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. The kick out to Nunn. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta. 6 points for him.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
No good. Misses at the buzzer. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Leading by a point. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
It's intercepted. And here they come. By himself. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
They set a pick. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And here's Brown for 3. Four on the clock. From outside the arc. The kick out to Nunn. Let's go with a 3. That one is off.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Fast break. Here we go. And finished off by Anderson.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. They got the rebound.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
2 points. That one goes.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Outside, Anderson. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Pass to Osman. Takes it inside, and he converts the layup. And it's a 6-point Athens lead.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
They set the screen to stop the run. Yep, right through the net. We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth. And he banks in the layup.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
There's the triple. The rebound by Osman. Athens leading by 6. There's the drive. Osman on the wing. Fires from the corner. And the jumper is on the mark. Osman's got 6 in the quarter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Sinks it from distance.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
1:04 left in the game. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Fires it. The rebound by Osman.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
From deep. The shot that time not on target. 34 seconds left in the 4th quarter. He shoots it. He connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And so it's Athens with it. No good with a layup. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. And so it's Athens winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. They get it back. Giffey drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Not a lot of room.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Lucas, and they come right back with their own three-pointers.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now Athens with it. We play just over a minute here in the first. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. They're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top three.
When you look at this visiting team, they still go out and compete every night. Unfortunately, it's one step forward, two steps back. And right now, they're running out of time.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's Osman. The tray. That one misses. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Wasted no time on that one. He has 6.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Lucas passes to Osman. Shoots a 3. It's stolen, and they're pushing it up. Giffey hits the three-point foul.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. There's the triple, and the three ball is good.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Hernan Gomez in the corner. Osman kicks to Yurtsevin, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Giffey. Oh, good on the triple. Athens trails by 6. Here's Osman, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Giffey. It's hauled in by Athens.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Got a hand on it, and so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Yurtsevin. Lucas passes to Yurtsevin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Yurtsevin's got 5.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Out to the right wing. This one for 3. Fires for 3. Lucic. Hernan Gomez covering. Hits it from 3-point range. 18 points for him.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's De Silva, drains the 3-pointer.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
jamming that one home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
On the wing run. Drills the three-pointer.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Defended by none. Brown feeling it out a bit. There's the three. He can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
On Friday, then on Monday. Athens trails by 4. Now, Nunn hasn't made one yet. Brown outside. Now, here's Nunn. He's guarded closely. Drains it from beyond the arc. Nunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Now Athens with it. They've got an 8-0 run. Brown with it. To the left side wing. A three. Nunn can't get it to fall. Pushing it up. Puts up a deep three. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Petro. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here they come. Traps in the tray.
Number 13, 3.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Defended by Booker. Pass to Nunn. Brown kicks to Nunn. Shot clock at 5. Wide open shot is on the money.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Drills it from outside. He's got 6.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Defended by Booker. To the wing right side. Petro lays it up off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the inside. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pass to Nunn. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim. Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Pulls it up. Booker pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Three-pointer. No good from outside.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's none, and they'll get another chance. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Second chance shot. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Both good from the line that time. Defended by none. Giffey gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 21.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Leading by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You take a look at the visitors, headed down the final month of the season. At this point, they are who they are, a middle-of-the-pack club.
Yeah. And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the visiting team.
They're getting good looks.
That is more than enough of us.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Athens trails by 7. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Lucas in at the point. Shoots the 3. Yurtsevin kicks to Hernan Gomez. Releases from the wing and drills it. Hernan Gomez has got the first basket of the third quarter for Athens. Out to the wing. Giffey. Hernan Gomez covering. Giffey. From outside off the mark. Now Athens with it. Trailing by 5. And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin. And it's Lucas in at point guard. Hernan Gomez passes to Lucas. The shot. Da Silva with the rebound. Da Silva's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Giffey. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Yurtsevin. Here's Osman. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Team foul.
Athens shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Giffey. A three-pointer is right on target.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Hey, guys, that he has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Driving in, over to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Da Silva. Giffey jams it in off the great move.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
you know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Up top, Hernan Gomez. And that one's good. Osman's got his second bucket tonight.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Takes the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the right side. From downtown, it's good from long range. Osman's got his third bucket of the night.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Athens trails by 4. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He has 6.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Such a wide open look.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Back to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Osman. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Got it off in time. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. They're up by 6. And we're just moments away from... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Out of bounds, Athens takes possession. And so it's none with it. He brings it up for Athens. 9-point game. Over in the corner, Brown. Petro uses both hands to slam it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Brown outside. Basket good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Lets it go with a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
It's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Booker. Here's the screen. Just 4 to shoot. To the wing right side. Puts up a 3.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Buries it from three-point range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Beyond the arc, rejected by Booker. And they're moving it up. Lets the 3 fly. It's not going to go for him. Athens trails by 9. Here's the 3. And it ends up out of bounds.
Substitution for the away team. Number 1, Oscar Silva.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. For 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Pass to Osman. There's Lucas. That's good on the jump shot. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Giffey, Hernan Gomez covering. Launches from deep. They get it again. Fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Athens.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Now Athens with it. Trailing by 10. He can't get that one to fall. From deep three-point territory. Can't connect. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Parker defending. From the arc. De Silva, no good. Now here's Satoransky. There's the three. They get it back. Pass to Metu. Back to Satoransky. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Parker outside. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Three-pointer. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And that one no good to start off tonight.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
4-3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Gets the 3 ball to go. He has 6.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Lets it go from deep. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
Here's Parker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Parker defending. Satoransky with the steal. He takes it in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Satoransky's got 5 now.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
He drops it from range.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Now Parker. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pass to Satoransky. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Well, that miss was caused by the defense. They were all over him.
To end the run, Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Satoransky outside. There's 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. This one for 3. De Silva with a rebound.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
The 3 is up. On target from range.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They lead by a bucket. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Here's the 3. Up top, Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And Booker pulls it down. Drains the triple.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Jacks up a 3. He's off on that one.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
No problems knocking that one down.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Great look there, but off target.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Puts up a 3. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Fall to the right side. To the inside. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Offensive board from outside the arc. Anderson pulls it down.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Sinks the tray.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest up there.
To the wing on the left. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Fall.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Anderson. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
There's a minute 34 left in the first half. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Ball stolen. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
Team foul. At the line for your home team.
Here's Fall. 1:10 left in the second quarter. For 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. He has 6.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Pass to Anderson. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Five to shoot. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
7 seconds left to play in the first half. Offline with a 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
We're back. Take a look at the home team. I mean, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the visiting team.
They've had.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Chemezi Metu out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. Pass to De Silva. Fires the 3. The shot off that time. From deep. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Parker passes to Hernan Gomez. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
We've got Chemezi Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the point. Here's De Silva. No points yet. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Down low. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 9.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Beyond the arc. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Satoransky. They get the rebound. Right wing. 4-3. Drills it from deep.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to Metu. From downtown, De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3-ball hits the 3-pointer.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Metu. Misses the 3. And they're on the run. Pass to De Silva. Parker defending. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Satoransky shot is off.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. 15 points in the game.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
There's a screen by Metu. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Well, he's already hit more 3s since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
The 3. And Parker pulls it down. To the left wing. This one for 3. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And he's really made his mark with the 3-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
And here's Satoransky. He's got 5. There's the three. No good there. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. They're up 7. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They grab their own miss. Here's Vesely. Launches a three. Kicks it out to Anderson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Gets the three to fall.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. And here comes the break. On up the court. Lets the three fly. Lays out. Takes the three. He buries it from 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
They set the screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Fall. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Booker. The three is up. On target from range.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Here's Fall. Outside, Anderson. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Both teams deciding to change it up. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Six to shoot. To the wing, right side. There's a screen from about 19. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Anderson covers. It's Booker on the wing. The three. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. And another shot. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. 22 points for him. Anderson covers. To the paint. It's stolen.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
From behind the arc. And Booker pulls it down. To the middle. Intercepted. Oh, got a piece of it. 32 seconds left to play in the fourth. The fader. No good that time.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one. And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Away from way outside. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And they barely squeezed out the win here on.
Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It's Athens and the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtseven and Slukas in at the point. And here is Parker. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Out to the right wing. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Hernan Gomez. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Chalk up two there. Here's Satoransky. Here's Medu. A three-pointer off the mark. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Osman. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. They set the pick. There's Slukas. Pass to Osman. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. Here's Medu. Shot on the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Osman kicks to Hernan Gomez. Five on the clock. There's Slukas. Offensive rebound. Here's Osman. Sinks the triple. Osman's got 5.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Yurtseven passes to Slukas. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. And it's off from three-point range. From deep. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Pass to Yurtseven. Here's Osman. And here is Hernan Gomez. Yurtseven passes to Osman. And he's good on the three ball. Osman's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Athens. Rob. And now Athens on the break. There's Slukas. Another three for Athens.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
From past the arc. Here's Parker. Tries again. It's hauled in by Athens. Satoransky covering. For the three. The rebound by Medu. Parker looking around. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Athens leading by 3. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Nice shot from the wing.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Satoransky. to the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. He gets it in there. He's got 5.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Hernan Gomez a screen. Fires the 3. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Athens leads by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Athens.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Taking a look at Athens. Kept alive. Pass to Nunn. Over to the wing. Takes a 3. 4 on the clock. Athens needs to get a shot off. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. Rebound by Vesely. Here's Abrinas, and he goes in for the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now, here's Nunn. Still scoreless. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Nunn's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Abrinas the pass to Fall. And the shot is good.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Athens leading by 3. Brown outside. Pass to Nunn. Athens moving the ball around. From the arc. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Laprovitola, defended by Nunn. Connects from three-point range. Abrinas has got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
From outside the arc, another 3 for Athens.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Jacks up a 3. Pass to Laprovitola. And here's Anderson from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Anderson's got his second basket.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
.135 left here in the second. Here's Nunn. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Laprovitola, defended by Nunn.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Papa Petra. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line.
Free throw, good, Anderson.
Anderson. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Anderson. 1:11 left in the first half. Athens leading by 3. Nunn looking around. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Anderson. He's got 7. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries. 50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And Nunn has got the ball here for Athens. And he banks in the layup. Nunn's got 13.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
There's the pick. Here's Abrinas. Here's Fall. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Fall's got 4 this quarter.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Satoransky. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Athens ahead, up by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. Athens leading by 3. And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward. Stolen by Satoransky. And the layup is good. He has 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Into the lane. Good on the bucket. And Athens leads by 3.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there. This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Slukas passes to Yurtsevin. They set the pick. Back to Osman. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. Parker kicks to Hernan Gomez. Here's Medu. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Athens moving the ball around. Here's Osman. And they pick up 2. Osman's got 10. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now, here's Satoransky. Medu can't hit. Here's Osman. Hands it from downtown.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's Parker. Nails the baby hook. Parker's got his second basket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the shot goes in.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Lucas. Another 3 for Athens.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to Medu. The 3. A steal. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Shot from the wing. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. 1:19 left in the third. Yurtsevin kicks to Hernan Gomez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Athens.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
They set the screen. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Still without a basket. Lucas passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Athens ahead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Athens leading by 9. They've got Anderson. And it's Fall in at the center position. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Aprinas. Good on the triple.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Now, here's Nunn. Guarded closely. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. Nunn against Anderson. Pass to Laprovitola. There's the screen from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Left side Anderson. Pass to Vesely. Back to Anderson. They get it back. Vesely kicks to Aprinas. This one for 3. It doesn't go for him. Athens leading by 8. Now Brown. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Brown. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Athens moving the ball around. There's the three. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Pops in the layup for 2. Brown's got his first points in this one.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Anderson against none. That's it. And the Athens lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Anderson.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
There's a minute 34 left in the 4th. At Provitola. It's hauled in by Athens. Petro. He's covered by Anderson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Vesely. Pass to Lapro Vitola. Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Brown. Abrinas with the bucket. Abrinas has got 8 here in the quarter. 1:07 left in the 4th quarter. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. 11-point game. Petro, defended by Anderson. Pass to Brown. Fall with the rebound. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Vesely passes to Abrinas. From outside the arc. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11. And here is Athens now. And here's Brown outside. Athens with another miss.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
None with it. Puts up a deep 3. He can't get that one. So it's Athens winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do.